Well, it looks like we're starting out at Castle Dracula in this episode. So, yeah. Alucard is, we didn't see anything from him in the last episode. But I would say, it's about time we're getting some time with him and Sumi and Taka. Because, I'm interested to see what's up with them. Also, just more Alucard. Because I love Alucard.
Alucard's pretty good. I didn't like Trevor at first, but he grew on me over time.
That's another thing too. I mean, Trevor and Sypha, they've had a hell of a way of just growing together and also enhancing each other.
If I was gonna sit down and do a piece of fan art for this show, it'd be Sypha. So
Sypha is awesome. I love her ability. I love her humor. But most of all, she's I don't know.
She's just different than the other ones.
She is. She's got a great personality. I love her personality big time. And also, she's a badass magician.
Oh yeah. You can't go wrong with liking the magician.
No, you cannot. So, all right. Anyway, I just want to get into this one.
Me too.
So, we have episode 4. I have a scheme queued up here. Let's get it up on screen. Well, let's have a watch. Here we go. Who? You.
Don't look at those.
How long have you been here on your own?
Years.
Isn't that a lie?
A couple of months.
That's a fucking lie.
So,
what exactly happened to the mechanism that moves the castle?
she melted it.
Every day was death. And we had to watch it all. Our lives became nothing but the development of plans to end Hart.
No seppuku for you, my friend. Stab them through the heart or cut off their heads.
We killed all Hargars. We need a friend. Alucard.
All right.
You need instruction. Perhaps one or two new weapons?
Magic? Really?
Magic.
I think they're excited. It's like, yay! New weapons, new magic, and training from an actual half vampire hunter? Hell yeah!
It's never, gather round, girls, I have a dream to tell you about. It's arms waving in the air and vampires and sisters. I have a scheme. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
The border would be entirely notional. It's a question of putting rotating sweeper patrols on the border, building watchtowers, taking towns, and forming fortified camps to concentrate the humans in. So you know you can do it. This is how she does it. The horrible bitch gets in our heads and inspires us to make her madness work.
I wonder if Carmela's actually listening to him just being like, I don't appreciate the shit talking, but at least they're working through the plan.
I'm in, but fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Time to play the game. Be masterly, young man.
I'm sorry, is he talking to someone else?
I was like, what?
Be masterly, young man. It's like, says the gray-haired man with a cane.
He's literally using a cane.
Well, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Just be better.
Oh, God.
Yes, cool,
I've heard that so many times. Don't be sorry. Be better.
Lovely place.
They literally hung the cross upside down.
This looks fine.
This is fine. Oh, God. They're literally shitting in a corner and in a bucket
Quite
and then
lovely.
throwing it. Oh, God.
Suffices.
Look at that.
I know.
That is one big pile of shit. They're literally shitting into a bucket and hurling it into a corner.
That's the poop corner.
Yeah. It's like... Can we sir, can we please wash out this corner? It's getting icky in here. Nobody washes the poop corner. The poop corner must remain. The poop corner is eternal. It's like, but sir, please. I can't smell anything anymore. All I smell is shit. That's the point. Because life is shit.
Well, they probably don't smell it at this point.
No, they probably don't. And that's the terrible part.
Might I point out that your wall hanging is crooked?
I got knocked askew when our visitor arrived. He may even be pointing in the right direction now.
Towards hell.
Why do we call them night creatures, Sanctuary?
Because they always attack at night.
Well, because
They always attack at
they
night.
only come at night, I suppose. Or it's a simple translation of a very long Prussian word.
The very name Lucifer means light bringer.
He was the morning
Have
star,
you
yes.
stopped believing in God, Prior? Used by philosophers to denote hell.
We were the mark of hell?
Yes.
Magnificent. Find us more treasure that we may increase our knowledge of the true way of things. You will be brought bread and wine shortly.
It'll have poop in it.
We could just ask people some questions.
Hey,
Hi.
oh good.
The subtitle said scared monk, but I don't think he looks scared.
Move away.
Gladly. I just have a few
It meant to
questions
say
for you.
scary monk.
Speakers tend to be natural prey in towns because we don't carry weapons. So we all learn how to spot when someone's concealing a knife. Don't you think monks wearing a magic sign for hell and hiding blades in their robes is a little obvious? Priests with knives. This
What
is
else
racing
is new?
over again.
Are you sure you didn't overplay it? I mean, you do have a habit of...
Perhaps. But quietly competent people are competent and careful. That place stinks of magic. They're doing something terrible inside.
Also, I'd tell him what that armband means. It's
Right?
literally the alchemic sign for sulfur, aka the summoner's band for hell. They are literally wanting to summon hell.
I have one question.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm only alive because Carmilla wants a forge master, aren't I? Stop pretending that this is anything other than what it is.
Yes, Carmilla is keeping you around because she'd like a forge master. Now
Okay.
you answer my question. What would you like?
Clothes.
What?
It's clear enough. Let's talk about what you would like.
Clothes and a fucking bath.
Shoes.
Let's start.
You seem to value my advice, so maybe I would have kept a role in his court.
Assumed. Seemed to. Maybe. Did you not want a reward, Hector? Or were you just expecting one would be presented? Seriously. Other than shoes.
No, this isn't a serious conversation.
Oh, it is. Because Carmilla has commenced her plans to place the human population under controls.
You're bribing me, you mean?
Oh, for God's sake, we're paying you. Nobody here holds a grudge, Hector. I'm not saying Carmilla pushed you here on a wagon filled with featherdown. She was pissed off. Yes. Do you think you'd be alive today?
I might still have my shoes.
So, you would have died with your boots on. This is simply commerce. In commerce, we don't have to have faith in each other, do we? We don't have to guess. It's simple. There are rules. I give you something. You give me something. I mean, look at you, beaten down a dozen different ways, and you don't give up on yourself. It's nice.
That's a confidence ploy. She's still trying to play him, even though she made a point as to show how powerless he was.
A nice pair.
So long as they don't have holes in them.
Oh, so now you're a fucking aristocrat.
There they go.
And into Genoa he goes. And here come the soldiers.
You have nothing to fear from me. We're just leaving.
No.
No?
No. You will not enter Genoa. Get back on your ship with your monstrosities and leave.
My ship is gone and I need to go north. Let us through.
We drive you and your filthy creatures into the sea if we have to. We know what's been happening in Wallachia. It will not happen here.
Why did you work with Dracula himself to murder all the people? It's because you're all so fucking rude.
Bring me fresh material.
Jesus Christ. As Isaac begins his march north.
Well,
I knew it was going to happen. I knew it as soon as he
don't fuck
got
with someone with like a bunch of demons.
Okay, yeah. Number one, I understand that you have a feeling of wanting to protect people from demons. Wanting to protect your town from monsters. But at the same time, if, a guy is literally standing there and just asking, hey, let us pass through. We mean you no harm. Yeah. I would honestly make him a path around as much of the civilization as possible. Inform people, hey, don't throw stones, don't do anything stupid, let him pass.
Yeah, either me or you, if he walked up and it's like, can I come through? And we're like,
I'll just be like, can you make us a promise that your your night creatures will not cause any harm to our citizens? Yes, I can guarantee that. Okay, we will make a path for you at the outskirts of the city. You can go right around, and you can go on your merry way. Thank you very much, sir. But instead, every single time he goes somewhere...
Just, no.
He's like, no, we have heard what is happening up in Genosha. It's like, or in Wallachia. It's like, we will push your creatures back into the sea. It's like, you don't seem to understand something, homie.
I'm coming through.
I am coming through. You think you're going to stop me, but it's not going to work. You have this idea in your head that somehow, some way, you are going to do something that no one else that I have faced has been able to do before. I'm noticing that your spears aren't covered in salt. I'm noticing that you don't have any holy water on you. I'm also noticing that my creatures outnumber the guards that you have currently in front of me. So, what are the odds? Play them in your head. What can you say? The dude tries to be nice. He tries to be. But because of the company that he keeps getting everyone just staring at him. But, gosh.
Stupid as fuck.
The futility of trying to understand one another. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
That was a good one.
This was a good episode, yeah. I mean, we got more pretty much on every story front. Sumi and Taka, we found out what their inspirations were. We found out that they're actually pretty capable of handling themselves against regular vampires, but against like upper echelon vampires, they want better training. Alucard seems to be more than willing to give them that training and also give them new weapons and teach them how to do magic.
Which magic. They seem very giddy about.
Can I be honest?
Uh-huh.
if some random dude came up to me and said, "Hey, you want to know magic?" And I'm like, "Can you show me said magic?" All right. Flames in his hands. I'll just be like, I don't see any, like, bullshit. All right. Show me how to do it. And I honestly would probably do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like if you say you wouldn't learn magic, you're lying.
Yeah. Anyone out there, like, as long as I don't have to, like, make a blood sacrifice to the devil or something like that.
Well, Nate, it's for magic.
What?
If you make the blood sacrifice to the devil, you can shoot flames out of your hands.
But that's the thing, though. I'm not going to sacrifice my soul just so I can toss a few flames around.
We didn't say soul, we said blood.
Well, that's the thing, though. You're making a blood oath to the devil to pretty much give him your soul.
Well, he's probably getting it anyway, sure.
Good Lord. You're morbid. In all honesty, if it came from, like, another source that wasn't, like, evil or something like that, because there's the concept of, like, gray magic and light magic and all that. But, honestly, I don't know
if we want to go into that kind of conversation.
What do you mean?
The black, white, and gray magic. I don't know if that's where we want to go with this.
No, I was going to say there's dark magic, which... No, you don't understand. Dark magic, which is acquired through, like, the sacrifice of others, or the promising of one's soul to a darker being. There's gray magic, which uses like things from nature, that uses things from uses things from alternate sources. Then there's light magic, which comes from a what's the word I'm looking for? A holy source or a divine source, something like that. That's what I mean by that.
That or it's completely of your own sacrifice.
Well, that is along the lines of gray magic. Well, self-sacrifice, the thing is, there's ways people in certain forms of fiction have been cursed with magic. They've been cursed, like, from infancy, like a witch cursed them to where they would never be able to get close to anybody because they wouldn't be able to control the flames from their hands, or the ice that they summon, or the water that they summon, or the lightning that they summon.
No, I'm thinking of the poor kid from, like, Deadpool 2.
Yeah, Russell.
Yeah.
Poor Russell. I love that kid.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, he's actually in another movie. I believe it's called The Hunt for the Wilder People. And he pretty much plays a kid, like, very similar to himself, who's, like, very entrenched in, like, rap music and all that. And he gets thrown around into a bunch of foster homes till eventually he comes across this, like, old school hunter with, like, a big dope-ass beard who likes to go on walkabouts for a long time and go out in the woods and just live off the land for X amount of time. And he's like, you know what? Fuck civilization, man. Let's just go out in the woods and live. And the old man's just like, all right. They told me I got cancer. I'm probably going to die soon anyway. Fuck it. And then they go out into the wilderness. But there's a big misunderstanding because the man adopted him as a foster kid. He had to check in for like the first 90 days. So they think that he's effectively kidnapped the kid and is now holding him hostage in the woods. And thus, they send like a bunch of people out there to try and find him. It's like, son, come with us. We're going to save you. And he's just like, fuck all of you. I'm out here having fun. This is the shit out here. And they're just like, he's brainwashed you. He's got you thinking. He's like, what are you talking about? Like, and then all of a sudden they start spreading these very vile rumors. And he's just like, oh God, why would anyone think that? That's disgusting.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's a hilarious movie, and it's really cool. I like it a lot. It was also I believe it was directed by the same guy that directed Thor Ragnarok, Taika Waititi.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I think it's directed by him. I'm not 100% sure. But I know it's got some great humor, like New Zealand style humor, which is where Taika's from. But yeah, this is a great episode. And hey, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next, because
it's about to go down.
Isaac is now back in Europe, and things are about to get crazy. He just entered the port of Genoa, and he's heading north towards Carmilla's hold. Oh, this is going to be fun. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. All right, anyway, I think that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. This was Castlevania Season 3, Episode 4. I have a scheme. So, yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in, and I guess until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Quinn.
We'll see you then. Peace out.